Texas may have just began the process of becoming their own nation, and they're using illegal immigrants as the way to do it.
Migrants are telling the truth. I'm an immigration lawyer. I work in Texas, and I've worked with thousands of asylum seekers and migrants from all over the globe. The key thing that I want to say that I will keep repeating as the media gets it wrong, as conservative politicians get it wrong, is that migrants are here and they're telling their stories because they've fled dangerous situations and they're trying to seek something better for themselves and their families. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, and we need to trust them, believe them, respect them, and give them dignity in this process after all that they've been through, and stop pretending that it hurts us to have migrants in the United States. We are a nation of refugees, and the kind of person who gets themselves out of a difficult situation, gets themselves all the way to the United States to seek asylum, and is willing to be that brave to completely start over in a country that is brand new to them and build something up for themselves, is the kind of person that we ought to be inviting with open arms. So stop believing the lies that they are lying, that they are traffickers, that they are here to commit crimes. They're fleeing the violence, and we need to believe them. Migrants are telling the truth.
Live from my backyard.
So if you haven't heard yet, there's a major crisis happening right now on the US side of the Texas-Mexico border. Basically, in short, what happened is Biden said, open your borders. We're gonna turn this state park into an open border for immigrants to come through. And Texas Governor Greg Abbott said, no, you're not. I'm not doing that. I'm not opening my park. Where is the federal government's authority to make that decision? So, Governor Greg Abbott sent his Texas National Guard to that state park and instead started putting up more barbed wire along that border so immigrants actually couldn't get in, blocking instead of allowing the border to open, the exact opposite of President Joe Biden's instructions. So the Supreme Court looked at Greg Abbott and said, hey, bestie, you actually can't do that because that's not the state's authority. It's a federal government decision, so you're gonna need to back off. And Greg Abbott said, I'm not doing that. So there's a lot of tension right now. Now, the real problem started when 26 other Republican governors from other states said, we're standing behind Greg Abbott and we support that decision to close the border. Unfortunately, it is not a state decision, it is a federal decision, and states don't have the choice to do that, but they're doing it anyway. Now, what does this all mean? Well, it's not good. The federal government has given Texas a Friday deadline to allow the federal government into the park to let them open that border. If they don't, the federal government is going to send national troops down to stop the Texas National Guard. But the problem is these other states have said, Greg Abbott, we got your back. We will send our National Guard down to also help you. It's a big conflict here. Fingers crossed Texas just lays down. At this point, we're all just hoping for a peaceful resolution, but we're gonna have to see. Definitely a conflict going on in the United States. Keep an eye out, watch the news. Good luck if you're in Texas.
All right, so shit is about to get real. Texas, along with 27 other states, are about to go to war. They're going down to the Texas border to handle shit because Biden administration has did nothing but create fucking chaos in the last 4 years, okay? Here's the thing. Here's the situation. Here's the sad part about this is that a lot of people that are pouring into this country, illegal immigrants, are genuinely just searching for hope. A lot of other countries are terrible, especially in the Southern American territories where there's a lot of cartel gangs. And look, nobody asks to be born in a shithole of a country, okay? However, I speak for myself. I don't mind people coming over here and trying to make a better life for themselves. I think for me, the discrepancy is you cannot come over here and expect everything to be free, right? What the Biden administration have given to other countries, to give into other cultures, have been absolutely mind-blowing. All right, we're talking about free insurance. We're talking about not paying taxes, jobs, high-paying jobs. And we are here struggling. I think ultimately everybody here can agree that we don't mind people coming in here the right way. What we don't like is the fact that they're being treated in such high manners, to where the average American is struggling every day. Now, Trump, as you see, has made an announcement saying that he stands with it. He's going to probably be one of the first ones down there. All right, but I tell you who's not going to be down there: Joe Biden, Sleepy Joe and Kamala. None of them Democratic politicians are going to be down there. Now, in my humble opinion, I definitely believe that Biden administration is letting these people pour in to the country so they can vote. We all know that this administration has lost damn near all minority votes, and they need to recoup their votes for next election. And that's one of the main reasons. They don't give a shit about them. They just letting them, they letting them pour themselves in here so they can vote.
Here we go.
We all know what's going on at the border, and really it boils down to is motivating people to do something next.
Starting here at Virginia Beach, and the first leg will end in Jacksonville tonight, and then from there we'll go to Baton Rouge, Dripping Springs in Texas, I think, and then from there we'll head on to Eagle Pass.
So nobody's going to be hating anybody. Nobody's going to tell them go back to your country and nothing like that. We're just showing support for Texas, that we care about who's coming over the border. We don't even know who's coming over the border. So that's the problem.
We are all about having people come into this country legally. It's not about the people that want to come in for a better life. It's about the people that want to come in to harm us.
Yale University released a study by 3 researchers saying that the number of illegals isn't 10, it ain't 12, it's 22 million illegals are here, okay? And now the Democrats are pushing for them to become citizens to vote. Remember last week with AOC? She said, you know how you solve it? Just give them all citizenship. Give them a path to citizenship.
Yeah, that was on the Daily Show.
All right, that would add to our voter roll 22 million permanent electoral majority voters. That's what this entire thing is about. I want everybody to know this. It's not about humanitarianism. It's not about AOC next to the fence and bullshitting you, trying to lie like they care about these people. It's votes. That's all it is, okay? And now, just to give you guys a heads up, that all these that we called 165, here's a video that Rob's gonna play of a Middle Eastern guy. And I could tell he's Middle Eastern because I'm Middle Eastern. I could tell from the accent. His name is Mobzam Samadov. He's a leader of the Islamic group from Azerbaijan Islamic Party. He's a convicted arms dealer. Look at what he says coming into our border in Texas about what he's gonna do to America. Go ahead, Rob.
By the way, if you are smart enough, you will know who I am. But you are really not smart enough to know who I am. But soon you're gonna know who I am.
Do you think the FBI is looking for this guy? Absolutely not.
States supporting Abbott.
25 governors now supporting Abbott.
25 states have now voiced their support for Texas and Governor Abbott.
God bless Greg Abbott.
One after all these governors together. Did you call each other?
This is a no-brainer. The White House and Joe Biden just obviously doesn't get it, or they don't care. This buck stops with the White House and President Biden. He had both houses of Congress from 2020 to 2022 and didn't do a thing. He can take executive actions. Hey, how about going down there and seeing it for yourself and telling people we're not going to allow folks to come across?
There is no word to describe this except invasion. Illegal encounters surpassed 300,000 in December alone.
They're demanding the state allow federal agents to remove razor wire border barriers. But Texas is responding, come and take it.
Right now, Texas is telling the Biden administration to come and take it.
He's not going to allow this continual dilution of our country, this just overrunning of our border, the literal letting in of these individuals.
The Supreme Court's ruling didn't say we had to take this down. It just said they could cut it. They can cut it all they want. We're going to replace it.
There's a lot of bad people involved in this that are coming across the border. And right here, right before our eyes, we see a constitutional crisis being created by the Biden administration.
Mr. President, you say you want to secure the border. Texas has secured it. Leave it alone. This is working. And in this park, there were thousands and thousands of people crossing every day. Thousands. I just checked. No one's crossed today. We got to